I know not much surprises you, but how does this feel? How surreal is it that you're going to the Super Bowl?
I wouldn't call it surreal.
Or is it?
I wouldn't call it surreal. I would say it's exciting. I think if you would have told me before the season that we'd be going to the Super Bowl, I probably would have called you crazy. But then, we played a whole season, and nothing surprises me now. I know the kind of guys that we have and the team that we have. So, there's still one left. We're excited about this one, but we'll celebrate tonight and then move on.
And then, can you tell us a little bit about your chain there?
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah.
I would not. There's no story to it. It's just I think it's pretty cool.
You think the rest of Cincinnati is going to have JV9 chains over the next 2 weeks? They'll make their own. I'm sure you saw the sunglasses. If
the glasses are any indicator, I would say yes.
Okay, next question is Charlotte Wilder. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Joe, I was going to ask you a little bit about those glasses and the chain, and if you had anything fun planned for the Super Bowl, if you let yourself think that far ahead, and just sort of about what it means to you to present as such a cool and collected guy.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to figure something out. I haven't really thought about it. I thought about this one. This is probably my favorite outfit of the year. I was excited about this one.
It's got the rock vibes.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that for sure.
Great.
Next question is Dennis Dodd. Dennis?
Joe, being a good reporter, I've got to ask about the jewels. Are they real, and what are they? And did you sense an opening at the end of the first half when the Chiefs didn't get at least 3 points?
They're definitely real. I think I make too much money to have fake ones, so these are real. I'm sorry, what was the second question?
It was. Did you sense an opening on the sideline when the Chiefs didn't come away with at least 3, up 21-10 at the end of the first half?
Yeah, that's a great point. That was a big play that our defense made. I think that stretch right there, we scored a touchdown, and then they drive right down the field in a 2-minute situation, and our defense prevents any points from being put on the board, and I think that was really the turning point in the game.
Thank you.
Charlie Goldsmith. Go ahead, Charlie.
Just in general, how did the team and the franchise turn around from last place in the AFC North last season to this year making it to the Super Bowl?
I think it's that's a tough question because you don't really think about it that way. You just think about it as going into an off season and working really hard for potential opportunities, and this is what you work so hard for. We didn't go into the offseason saying, hey, we got to have a great offseason to make it to the Super Bowl next year. I think everyone just went into it and said, I have to get better as a player so we can be better as a team.
Ben Baby, you're next. Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, God, I just forgot my question. This is terrible. Joe, actually, here it is. Joe, so, there's that infamous picture of you with the LeBron jersey in the mirror. And then today, so you grew up obviously a big LeBron fan. LeBron commented on you, commending your performance. What's that like to win an AFC title game and a guy you grew up idolizing tweeting like this guy is just going out here and balling out? What's that feeling like for you?
It's just great. The situation that I'm in socially doesn't really feel real to me because, in my head I'm just the same old guy. But, one of my idols growing up, Kid Cudi, reached out to me yesterday. You got LeBron tweeting at me or whatever you said it was. That part is surreal. The football part, not so much. That stuff is crazy.
You got a favorite Cudi track, just out of curiosity?
So I listen to New York City Rage Fest every game day, right before I go out. Man on the Moon. I like all of his stuff.
Next question is Jay Morrison. Go ahead, Jay.
So Zach mentioned a play in the third quarter where he said it was one of your favorites, and it all went to hell, and you made something out of nothing and hit Chase. Do you remember that play? Can you walk us through that? And what kind of lift did that give you guys to make something out of nothing and kind of spark the comeback?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what play it was, but I remember just making something happen in the backfield, and Jamar did a great job of getting open for me. But I kind of knew going into the game that I was going to have to make some plays with my legs. I had a feeling that they would, double Jamar and double one of our other guys, and that leaves nobody covering me, so I knew that I was going to have to make some plays.
Next question is Jarrett Bell. Jarrett?
Hey, Joe, congratulations. Can you just shed some light on kind of how fast this has come together for the Bengals to be a Super Bowl team? You think about when you got drafted and everything that had to go into, 1 year to the next to now. Did it happen faster than you would have imagined? And also, second part of the question, when you think about the Bengals' history and never having won a Super Bowl and having been to the Super Bowl in so many years, what does this mean in that context as well?
Yeah, I think if you would have told me coming into the league, when I got drafted that we'd be here this year, obviously it would be a shock. But, like I said earlier, now I'm not surprised. Playing this whole year, I knew that we would have a chance to be here. But today was a great win for the organization, for ownership and the city, and me personally as well. So, it's a very exciting moment.
Thank you.
Next question is Jeremy Rao. Jeremy?
Hey, Joe, I was just curious. Is there anyone in your mind that you want to call or talk to first after a win like this, after a moment like this, someone that comes to mind that you'd like to talk to and just kind of thank for your journey?
Well, I thank my physical therapist in the locker room. That was, he was with me all off season. Put vacations on hold to help me get back to where I needed to be, and he really helped me a lot, as well as my physical therapist in California. So, I owe a lot to those two guys.
Next question is Kelsey Conway. Go ahead, Kelsey.
Hey, Joe, at this point, with the amount of comebacks you've helped this team come back from and deliver wins, when you see multiple scores you go down, basically what goes through your mind? And at this point, do you almost kind of enjoy opportunities like this to be down and be able to bring a team back and put together a performance like you did today?
I don't know if you ever want to get down 21-3. I said it earlier in the year when we started, making some of these comebacks. I never feel like we're out of it, but obviously 21-3 isn't exactly the most exciting position to be in.
Okay, last question. Last question is Paul Denner. Go ahead, Paul.
Joe, Zach said that last night in the meeting you mentioned you were going to run for 100 yards today. I'm curious why you thought it would be a day that would be something that would happen, and how big you felt your legs were in keeping the drives alive.
I knew that coming in, I didn't really run a lot against them the first game. Didn't really extend a lot of plays. So I think going in, I kind of expected them to, not really account for that. So that was a big part of my mindset coming in. If 1 and 2 weren't there, try to make a play with my legs or get rid of the ball. Not take as many sacks as I did last week, and I'm really excited about how it played out.
Great. Thanks for your time.